Scoot up a little more. Okay. All right. So, Tim, when I do these important assignments, I give them a lot of thought. And I was thinking this morning, you need to ask Tim a powerful question. I said to myself, when I look at young people in the streets of Hampton Roads here lately, I don't see hope in their eyes. I don't see dreams in their eyes. I don't see aspirations in their eyes. Your message this morning touched on the same thing. What led you to share that message?
We just living in different times. If you part of the Bible, we living in the end days, so it's like we gotta like share hope and spread love and the gospel. And I guess some people, just a different generation right now, and people are being led by the wrong things. And if we show that, that unitedness, some kids gonna save. It's not saving everybody, but saving some. Saving one is good enough.
Danger?
I agree. I think we've been dealt some serious blows over the last few years. I think we're living in the aftermath of COVID and a lot of mental, physical, and spiritual strain. And to some capacity, people have given up. We've been fighting on all aspects of our being. But I feel like any way that we can inspire each other and be aware that we are going through the same thing. And, you walking up that hill and to look over beside you and see that, okay, somebody's up there humping up the same hill with me is kind of what you need to show people. So, as much as you can encourage and inspire, I think it's our duty as just people to do it even on the smallest, in the smallest of ways. Any way you can uplift a person in any moment, I think that's what we should do, especially ones that are aware of where we are in the world.
Hannon, did you pick up on the question? We were talking about the fact that when we look at a lot of young people in the community, we don't see hope in their eyes. We see that they don't have dreams. A lot of them are just trying to survive for the next day. And Tim delivered that same message this morning. How does that resonate with you?
Well, it resonated with me because I was once one of those kids. I had a dream to become something and to do something with my music that God blessed me with, and to be able to have somebody like Tim to be able to notice my gift that gave me hope. It made my dream come true to be able to be his understudy. I learned so much up under him, so that's what that means to me. As far as having hope and dreams and aspirations coming true. I truly believe in those things, so I'm grateful to have had that opportunity.
I think about sitting here with three musical greats, but I also think about three musical greats that we've lost. There are many others. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, all gone. This is an industry that did not protect them. It did not rescue them. How did you guys survive this business that involves all the perils that one could even think of? Tim?
I mean, you just got to stay grounded. It's when you get out into this world of the industry, it's like walking into I wouldn't say hell, but I would say like every temptation of the flesh that you can imagine. So if you don't have no groundness in yourself, and it's really about testing yourself and seeing where you at and knowing how to pull back and stay grounded. I just think, anything in life, when you get fame and wealth and fortune, it can be a strain on the mind and the brain, and it can lure you to things that you maybe never thought you would do, and then you start doing and you start tampering to things that, that you shouldn't be doing. But I don't really condemn it as much, because sometimes you got to go through the battle to know how to fight the battle. You got to go through trials and tribulations to know how to get out of trials and tribulations.
Danger?
Being from I'm from Virginia Beach, small neighborhood friendship village. 3 brothers, 2 sisters, mother and father. Father's a bishop, missionary. So having a praying mother and father and a family, that was always the anchor and always in the back of my mind of I'm representing them at the end of the day. And there were things that I just wasn't ever going to let in my orbit. And I just stayed away primarily and just focused on the music. I'm here to make music. I kept the main thing the main thing. Yes, to Tim's point, the temptation is real in every corner. When you hit a certain level of success, you get kind of the keys to the kingdom, and that's a dangerous place for some people. If you don't have the will to be able to muster through. But there was just certain things that I was never really into, but I love the musical creation aspect, and that's where my focus stayed, along with keeping my family in the back of my mind and representing them at the end of the day, along with their prayers and them, praying for me to stay on the right track.
Hannon.
What helped me was I also came from a church home. I was raised in a church. That kept me grounded. I'm a musician. I play the organ in my church. Shout to Macedonian Baptist Church located in New Purdue's, Pastor John Wilson presiding. That's what kept me. Also having a praying mother really keeps you covered. Helped me to make the right decisions. I focused on my music while everybody else was outside. I stayed inside working on music, and in time, I later became Tim's protege. So that was a blessing. So that's pretty much what kept me away from.
All right, shout out to your church.
Advocate Gift of Life Church, my father's church in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Say that name again.
Advocate Gift of Life.
Tim?
New Jerusalem, Church of God in Christ.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Attended a service with your mother.
Now I'm a part of 2819, Pastor Philip Michael Mitchell
Where is that?
in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. I attended a service with your mother. This is several years ago. And first of all, I heard some of the most wonderful music my ears have ever heard. How did New Jerusalem contribute to your musical DNA?
Our music was always really in me. Sometimes I just think that, God gives you a gift, and I think all of us here, we all had praying mothers, and that's what kept me stirring in this whole business. But I think I was just a vessel of music. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is when I heard the choir sing, I just heard what I could change every time when I was a kid. I was like, I would change that. I would do this. I would do that. So, just being in Virginia, you always heard great music. That's the whole thing. Whether at a talent show, outside of church, it was always great music from the high school band, Salem High School. But church was definitely an influence for me to think outside the box. So.
Okay. Did you have a question, Matt?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. I have a question for each artist here. Is there something else in your musical DNA that you've not shared with the public?
No, I just think my DNA is music, and I think you have to do a deep dive on my brain to see what's there. But I don't have a secret thing.
Isn't there something in you that says there's something else in there that needs to be nurtured and developed, processed, delivered?
No, I think
you don't feel that way, Tim?
No, I do everything. Everything my mind anything when it comes to music, I do.
There's nothing left. You've given us all you got.
No, I'm giving you more now. I'm on a whole new chapter. Every new journey that my creative mind think, I do it. I don't I stand on my square whether people like it or not. I just do. I'm a music note. I'm a walking music note. And
so there is more in there. There's more.
Yeah,
That
I'm
we've
doing
got-
it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I stay creative.
Okay, Danja, is there something else in there this has got to get out? There's something in you musically that you haven't
Think we
not
getting
presented.
out. It's
I
out.
mean, there's always more. I think we always striving for. I'm not satisfied with anything that I've done. I would never be satisfied with it. It's just us as artists. We can always tweak, always meddle with it until it's a little bit more perfect if we could. But that also is that's the trick of it too. It's about the feeling and the emotion of it and leaving it the way it is. So for me, if there's more, it's just now that as I grow and mature, I understand how to combine the emotional, spiritual, and the creative aspect of it. So it's just more of combining more of my total being into what I'm actually creating to affect you in more than just a way of you hearing as a listener. I want you to cry when you listen to it. I want you to dance. I want you to celebrate. I want you to get some spiritual revelation to make you be a better person if I could.
Hannah, is there something else in there? Or have you given us all you got?
I would say there's always more as well. As for me, being that I'm a real true musician, I would say if I had to make something up, I would go with just to grow more as a musician. I have so much music in me that I just want to get out. So I would say it's more music inside of me that I would love to share with the world. God bless all of us with wonderful talents, including myself, that I want to share more. So it's so much in me that has not been heard, or I have not been used to my fullest capacity. I can do a lot, very versatile. So I would say more growth musically.
All right, guys. Yeah.
I think
Tim.
we're getting out. When you talk about, what's that little piece? I don't think none of us as musicians never hold back. I think we lay it all. 'Cause that's the way. Some people go to therapy. Music is our therapy. So if we hold it back, we're killing ourselves. You understand? So it's like we have to get it out some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And whether just playing for us, doing stuff for us, it's our therapy. Music is something that helps you. And I think there was a study on that. It said, doing music, it does something to the brain. It heals the brain. It heals you because frequency is key. And people don't understand frequency is better than medicine. I tell people this all the time. Music is the best drug that you never take with your mouth or like ingest. It's just a feeling, and people don't embrace it enough, And right now, I feel like music today because of streaming and everything, it's so convoluted. It's too much, right? So for us as creators, we have to create our own narrative and our own story with our music, and and cut through what's going on today and build our world. So I think music is I have to do it in a way for like mental health. You know what I'm saying? I think music is something that God gave us to do. We just have to listen to Him to say which path should we be on.
You talk about us being in a divided environment, but you think back to the 50s and 60s, how Motown brought people together. Do we still have that capacity in music?
I think it's not for us. It's not for me to really like for us because we're like we the we the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. We the OG. The future is downstairs. So you got to wait till they turn 20, 21, 22 in the middle schools and ask them because music is a young sport. Yes, it's a sport for us. Nobody, we not exhibit from anything, but it's really a youthful sport. When we got in the game, we was 19, 20. I was 21, 25. So it's like that's still young. We're not early, so we control what the atmosphere is. But back then we had the Gerald Leverts, the Frankie and Mays. We grew up to a different thing that we wanted to emulate and be like that, but with our own sound. Now today, it's a different genre of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm blessed for my music to transcend from each generation to generation, but we have to know that it's like when we celebrate these moments, it's a new sheriff or a new person in town that the music is changing. Like we have so many different styles. We have emo. We have this. We didn't grow up with that. We grew up with this rap, R&B, soul.
Not even
Now
hip-hop.
it's so many hyper pop, this, that. So to me, is music, it has to be somebody from the next generation to see what we had in our generation and help save their generation. So
One last question. Country music. Are you excited about blacks in country music?
I mean,
How do you
I think
interpret what has happened?
I think it's been going on. You know, I just think now the doors are just like I say, we're in a different time where we have social media, we don't have no gatekeepers, and I think now that like it's, I think black people been doing country. We just haven't been on a wide scale, and now that it's starting to open up the doors, and that's because of social media. So some of these things that the world presented to us have as gifts, but then it like got its curses. So I think country music is probably one of the best genres of music because it's storytelling. Storytelling is key. Storytelling touch the heart, touch the soul. It's not about you know the singer. It's about the story. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about music now, and that's where I'm at with it. It's not about the singing, it's not about the song, it's about what story can I tell? What immersive feeling can I give you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I, you know, with the technology of today, I was like, I need to give you, whether you hate it, whether you like it, I have to give you an immersive experience. It was something that came out with the Wizard of Oz, and people was like, oh, why they using AI? They shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that, right? But when people got into that Spears Dome, they saw the Wizard of Oz way different when they saw it when they was 20 or 19. But that because now we can give you an immersive experience with it. The tornado, you can feel the wind now blowing. You like, I wonder what Dorothy was like when she the Candace. It's like, that's the thing now. It's the whole thing about music is bigger than music. It's about storytelling. Music is almost, I hate to say it, it's just something that's playing in the background. I mean, it's just, well, that's where we at. But now the whole matter is create a story with that music. Create, you know, you got to be a little smarter now. It's a hybrid. And you got to use all these things that we blessed to have that we couldn't have. You know that, you know, not taking away from creators. Just like now you have a tool. You have tools that can help you create faster. But it's not about that. It's about what story can you tell with this creation. How can you touch somebody's soul? How can you save somebody's life? If I do a bunch of like reels, my reels can look like wow, I can make you cry. And the song don't even mean nothing. If you look on Instagram, they always have that piano song and people telling the story. You know why? Because that piano song fits their story. It allows them to get the storyline out. So it's just like it's all about the story and the music. But I think now music is just in the background.
We're gonna get some cutaway shots. You can rest up your shoulders.